Hello there. So in this video, we're going to basically figure out how to find the length of an unknown side in a right triangle. So let's say you're given a triangle that looks like this. Let me try to draw the triangle properly. Okay, so let's say you're given a triangle that looks like this, and when we say a right triangle, one of the angles is 90 degrees. Okay, so that's 90 degrees. Okay, so this type of triangle is called a right triangle, which means that one of the angles is 90 degrees. Okay, so when that happens, it's important to understand that you have three sides in a triangle, and when one of the angles is 90 degrees, there's a relationship between the sides. Okay, so let me go ahead, and the side that's opposite the 90 degrees, this side out here, let's call that C. Okay, the side that's on both sides of the 90 degrees, let's call one of them A and the other one B. So the relationship between, and these are the lengths, by the way, C, B, and A are the lengths of the side. So I'm just going to specify that. So those are the lengths. So in a right triangle, the relationship between the lengths of the sides is the side that's opposite to the 90 degrees angle is, if you take that side and you square it, that is equal to the sum of the squares of the other side. So C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. That's how that works. Okay. So if I give you, let's say, for example, I give you the length of A. So let's say the length of A is 3 inches. And I give you the length of B, let's say that's 8 inches. And I ask you what's the length of C, then you will use this formula, okay, to derive the length. So C square is equal to 3 square plus 8 square, which is equal to 3 squares 9 and 8 squares 64, right? If I add those together, I get 73. So C square is equal to 73. So what is C equal to? So I just take the square root of both sides. And as I said previously, when I take the square root of both sides, I get two answers, one positive and one negative. So C is equal to either positive square root of 73 or negative square root of 73, right? Now, because I'm actually trying to find the physical length of a triangle, obviously the negative solution does not make sense in this case because you can't have a negative length, right? So therefore this solution is extraneous, okay? And therefore that is going to be the length. So positive square root of 73 inches. Again, you don't have to solve that. If it's factorable, then you can factor it and try to simplify it further. But if it's and 73 is a prime number, by the way, so you can't really do anything with 73. So you just keep it under the radical and you should be fine. Let's take a look at another example. In this one, feel free to pause the video and try it yourself. And then you can unpause and watch it, okay? All right, so there's your 90 degrees, and the 90 degrees is always denoted with like a little um, bracket kind of line. So the length given to you is this side is 9 centimeters and this side is 16 centimeters. And they want you to find this length. Go ahead and try it. All right, so what I'm going to do is, if you recall, the length, the side opposite the 90 degrees, that is the C, right? That's what we call C. And then let's call this one A and this one B, okay? So the relationship out here is C square is equal to A square plus B square. That's what we're going to use. And C square is given to us, so that's 16 square is equal to A square is not given to us. That's what we need to find out. And B square is 9 square, right? So let's go ahead and simplify each of those. So 16 squared is 256. 9 squared is 81. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull the 81 over to the other side so we can combine it um, with the 256. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and do this in my calculator. 256 minus 81, that's going to give me 175. Okay, so now, as we said before, we're only interested in the positive root. Okay, why? Because it's an actual length. So we'll just take the square root and focus on the positive root and not worry about the negative root. So that's a is equal to square root of, excuse me, 175. Now, are there any hidden roots in 175? So 175 can be broken out, hidden squares in 175. 175 can be broken out into 25 times 7, right? 25 is a perfect square. So we can write that as a is equal to square root of 25 times square root of 7. Or a is equal to 5 times square root of 7. And that is really your answer. Is that inches? That's centimeters. So the length of that unknown side is 5 times square root of 7 centimeters. That is the length of A. All right. Hopefully that made sense. Thank you for watching.